Welcome everyone to the Okie Woodsman channel. My name is Joe, and I have a video that might be a yawn to you, but I think it's going to be kind of interesting. I also did, by the way, return the Oregon VersaCut bar that had the curve in it. Got another one and it is perfectly straight. I purchased some stuff from these guys right here. We're gonna find out whether or not the stuff is worth a darn. And this is what we're here for today. This is the main attraction. Wow, that's pretty impressive, everybody. The price on this was fantastic. This is 3/8 050 72 drive link. There's 3 chains in here. This is how it comes packaged. We're gonna compare these two guys right here, Holzfforma and Dukes. Also, we're gonna go ahead and this is the Oregon, it's either EXL or EXJ. It's the full chisel, full comp 050 chain. This has about 2 tanks of fuel through it, cutting hardwood. The chain is not obliterated. The edges are not knocked off. This chain is still completely serviceable. I'm gonna give it some cuts with this, and then what I will do is I'm gonna put a light file, touch up the rakers, and we'll compare it again. So we're gonna compare out of the box with a little bit of time on it, Oregon EXL. I'm gonna hand file lightly because that's all it's gonna need. Do the rakers, I'll set it to the hardwood setting, and we're gonna do some time cuts. Let's see how this goes. So how this video is laid out is I'm going to go ahead and run this stock Oregon EXL with a little bit of time on it, a brand new Dukes chain, a brand new Holzfforma chain, and then we're going to go ahead and look at the EXL with a pour hand filing with hardwood setting on the rakers, then the pour hand filing with softwood setting. Let's see what happens with the change in depth on the rakers. And then I will go ahead and grind the chain with my EzzDoo Grinder out in the field, correcting the profile and leaving the rakers alone. So that's what we've got. Thanks for hanging in there. I would not be surprised if the Dukes doesn't kill my personal grind there. Not my personal grind, my personal filing. All right here. So let's take a gander. I'll tell you what, the chain looks very nice. The chain looks very, very nice. Let's look at it next to this Oregon stuff that I just cut with. All right, I'm gonna pull the Holzfforma one out. We're gonna take a look at that one too. Now this is not purchased recently. This was purchased a few years ago. So this is a 20-inch 3/8, but it is 0.58. Okay, so this was purchased not, like I said, it was not purchased real recently here. So I don't know, they may have changed their stuff. But I have been a big fan of the Holzfforma chain. I've used it and I like it quite a bit. What I don't like is I don't like their bars. So you're going to see the Holzfforma there is this one right here. The Dukes is that right here up front. The Holzfforma has some more oil, like dimples on one side, and actually has it on both sides on this particular chain. Again, that could be different on the new stuff, okay? Don't know. Now, top plate, they're very, very close looking. So we've got Holzfforma on the front side here and Dukes in the back. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Dukes chain on here. Nothing like a camera to make you look foolish. I can tell you right now the chips are better coming off of that than they were with my file on the Oregon chain. Okay, so what that tells me again is I need to work on my filing. Chain's very smooth. I did have to put a little bit of downward pressure on it. Now this is stump of the sycamore. I think sycamore is a pretty tough wood. Again, the chips look really nice coming off of this brand new Dukes chain. Let's see if it stretched a little bit there. It's actually still relatively tight. I thought it would stretch more than that. You already know how I feel about the Holzfforma bars if you have been watching my channel. I personally do not believe that they are an extremely good value because I think that they wear too quickly. However, I have been a fan of the Holzfforma chain. Let's go ahead and throw this on here. Couple observations. I think this is a very interesting video. I think that the chain started off at equal stretch as the Dukes. This appears to have stretched quite a bit more, okay? The Dukes kind of stayed where it was. I will say this felt like it was the best cutting chain of the day from the operator perspective. It just felt good. And also the chips were the biggest. They were flat out the biggest. Of course, when I dogged in, they actually did get bigger. The chain did stretch quite a bit. And like I said, these Holzfforma bars do have some issues. They just chip out really badly. Here's the bar tips, guys. This doesn't have any time on it. I'm telling you, this has hardly any time. I've said this in another video. I really think that this only has maybe one chain's worth through it, okay? So this bar is trashed after a chain. And I'm not gonna completely reprofile the gullet because like I said, I'm just trying to get that good working top plate and see how it goes. This is an Echo file right here, 7/32. You might be asking why I'm filing so much if it's just a light touch-up, because the profile of this file and the profile of the existing grind on the chain are slightly different. So as I'm filing, it's taking more out of the gullet than it is actually reaching the top plate. This is embarrassing to say, but I think it's just honest truth. My perception is that my hand file didn't do as well as my used Oregon chain, just to be bluntly honest with you. I was kind of leaning on it and it just didn't self-feed as well. That's all it's to it. What I'm gonna take the rakers down to softwood setting, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and take the rakers down. I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm going to. That is not fantastic. As a guy that likes to run chainsaws, I can tell you right now that it just didn't feel as fast. That says a lot because I know that this Oregon chain out of the box is not considered super fast. When I'm on the softwood setting here, definitely doesn't feel like it's taking that much more off the tooth, to be honest with you. It is, it's just not taking that much. darn Inoki Woodsman needs to get better at hand filing. I'm gonna put this up, guys. It's embarrassing and humbling a little bit, or not a little bit, a lot of bit, because the implication is that I'm just not all that good at hand filing. Let's see, I can get a chain serviceable, but I can't get it as good as factory apparently. That's not good. I'm not gonna do it today, but I am definitely needing to work on my filing. It's possible that what I did is I just simply didn't file it enough because I was just trying to do a light touch-up, because they do have a slightly different profile than the file. So it's possible like I literally just dulled it, and I might have needed to go back further. As I look at it, that's what's almost looking like. Like I just don't have, I don't know, I almost created a wall in a sense. That test wasn't so good. I'm gonna throw this back on because I am gonna try to improve this cut here. Wow, my hand filing was bad, everybody. Well, I'll tell you why after. I know exactly what went wrong. All right, I know exactly what I did wrong. Because I was grinding, I could see it. I had essentially bludgeoned the tooth because I didn't file far enough back with the hand file, because I was trying to be conservative and just do a light grinding. So that's my bad. All right, I bet you this is gonna cut much better now. I'm hoping that I have a chain that's cutting good now. So I can tell you this, I don't feel so bad about my hand filing. And the reason why is I just simply didn't file enough. I was trying to be conservative and just touch it up, but the chain, the gullet hadn't been trained yet for that profile. So what I did essentially is I just dulled it. I basically created a wall, if you will. I'm gonna try to draw a picture and show you what I think happened. Not saying that I can't get better at hand filing and having better angles. I think I know what occurred. So I'll show you, like I said, I'll draw a diagram or something and insert it in here so you can see what I'm talking about.
I find these results super interesting. The slowest cut of them all was the Oregon EXL chain with a bad hand file and the rakers set to soft wood. I actually thought it was going to be better than the next slowest, 5th place, at hardwood setting with the bad hand file. So in 4th place, we had the Oregon EXL chain where I had ground the profile with my rotary tool but left the rakers alone. Those rakers were last set at softwood. I wonder if the rakers were a little taller, if that would have done better. The next fastest chain was the Holzfforma. And that one, it felt the smoothest to me and the chips seemed the nicest. And 2nd place was the brand new Dukes full chisel chain. And in 1st place, believe it or not, was the stock 72 EXL from Oregon. So I think that these results were pretty interesting. As you can tell, these were the fastest cuts out of each, and there was some pretty big anomalies, but the fast ones are the ones I used.